Hey, it's Dibs from Streamerology coming with a new video. We're going to talk a little bit about Cyberpunk 2077. You know the best part about making videos and streaming? Technically, you don't have to wear any pants. So today, I wanted to talk about the delays that are happening to Cyberpunk 2077 and why it's a good thing. Now, I know a lot of you are probably real pissed off that the game got delayed. You were super excited that it was coming out in April, that it was so close, it was just around the corner, and boom, they push it back. Now, this is a good thing, I think. CD Projekt Red is known for the Witcher series, which is a fantastic series. I've had a blast with The Witcher 3. I'm probably going to start playing it again. We're probably going to stream it some on Mixer at mixer.com/TheDBSS, DBSS. I wanted to get back into that game some and kind of go over it and replay it and just get feels for it. Because I'm excited for Cyberpunk 2077 and I look forward to the future of that game. A few of the main reasons being is they haven't spoiled too much. We don't know a ton of information yet. One of the cool things that we do have right now is this website. You can see here it's NetWatch. I'll put the link in the description. A few people have probably already seen this. But it's a NetWatch is an international law enforcement organization founded in 2013, created and administered by an alliance of powerful corporations and governments. Our mission is to keep the net from netrunners, AIs, and malicious programs, keeping it safe to protecting businesses' interests. Additionally, we oversee Blackwell, a wall of ice designed to keep out ever more independent, free-thinking AIs, which pose a growing threat to humanity. And you can kind of poke around the page. Some people found a login page just clicking around, I guess. I'm not sure if that's still there or not, but it's really cool. I love when companies do stuff like this. But I think that's just a lot of fun. It's a neat little tidbit. The developer, CD Projekt Red, has let us have a snippet about, what's happening in the game. They have released some gameplay demos where we have seen a little bit of the game itself in action. We see some of the dialogue choices. The city itself, from what I heard, sounds like San Francisco. I haven't been into California in years. I've only been to San Francisco, I think maybe once, so I'm not the best person to speak on that. I think it was Legacy Killer on YouTube who was saying that the city itself resembles San Francisco, and that's Night City. And we have a lot of other information, little snippets that we can kind of pull from the actual clips that we've seen. For example, the driving aspect of it, where it's basically a free roam city. It's an open world RPG. So you get to explore the entire city, you get to see what's going on. You get to see all the various different things in action in the city. It looks and sounds like live crowds from what I've seen in the demos. I'll probably link a few in the video. You'll probably be able... I'll probably put a few in the video so you guys can see what it looks like. And from what we know right now, everything that you do in the city interacts with other quests or other missions. So as you're progressing through the game, you decide to do a side quest. It's going to give way to another side quest and give way to another side quest, which later on is going to affect the story in untold ways we don't know. This gives us promise for multiple replay value, where you can go back and keep playing the game again and again and get a different story each time because you're doing these different side quests. And you can do them in a different order too. You can do them in a different way, in a different fashion. That's another aspect of the game as well, as they say that it's an open world, so you get to choose what you want to do and how you want to do it. So that could possibly mean that we're going to have missions where you can go stealth mode if you want, or you could find another entrance or things of that nature. We don't have to play exactly as this linear game where you have to run through it like a normal FPS you would. So it gives way to being able to come back to the game later. You get to try different classes maybe. So it might be something where you get to do different builds and play with different play styles, which sounds like a lot of fun. They're also working on some multiplayer things, and they're working on endgame. From the developer themselves, they have said that they're working on something that's a bit more exclusive, it's hasn't been done before, so they say. And it's going to be something after endgame that allows you to keep playing the game. Now, typically in games like this, you can, the games that allow you to play after the game is finished, you just go back to a certain save point before you beat the game, or it's after the game, you kind of get to go around the world and see how your actions have affected the world as well, and you get a few extra quests. Now, is it going to be like that? We don't know. And I'm very curious to see what they do to implement a new type of system that allows gameplay after the game has been finished. So I'm very curious to see what they're going to do. Hopefully it's something new, hopefully it's something different, and maybe it's something that other games can look at for inspiration when they're creating their games. I love RPGs, by the way. If you didn't know, I am a huge fan of RPGs. I grew up on BioWare. One of my first games on the original, like the OG Xbox, the big ass one, where it had the giant controllers. I have tiny hands. I have real small hands, so those big controllers were hard on me. But the original OG game I played was Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. So those games were fantastic. It made me fall in love with BioWare role-playing games. Then there's Jade Empire. There's also Dragon Age. All fantastic role-playing games, all of course by old BioWare. So in the aspect of a role-playing game, I am interested to see how things play out with Cyberpunk. The nice thing is they're not releasing a whole lot of information. I think when you release a lot of information, it's bad because it creates expectations and standards. Now, when we have expectations and standards, look what happened with a game like Anthem. And that is a classic example. Most recent that comes to mind when you think of games that overhype themselves or they sold a little bit too much. They try to sell themselves a bit too much. And this is like this hype train that comes along and, everyone jumps aboard and thinks it's going to be awesome. Now, I won't lie, I did have my fun with Anthem, but there are so many problems with that game. There's so much that they could have fixed. There's so much they could have done better. And it really disappoints me that BioWare released a game like that. With that being said, that's why I am perfectly fine if they need to move the game back a few months. Like, give Cyberpunk 2077, give CD Projekt Red, give them their time that they need. They know what the game needs best. They do this for a living. It's going to be fine. So I say, I don't want to get another game like Anthem. I don't want to get another game like No Man's Sky. So I'm hoping that they can hammer out whatever they're working on. I hope they can perfect it as close to perfection as humanly possible. Cut out as many bugs and errors as they can, and have a clean launch if possible. It's been a long time. If I have been a long time since I last saw a game that had just a clean launch without any like day one issues that were super game breaking. So that would be fantastic. CD Projekt Red, please. Thank you. And the main reason I say that you should be excited that they pushed it back is because if you look at No Man's Sky as another classic example, that one's a bit unique. That's a bit different because you had the developer, you had the producer, you had like everyone lying like, yo, it's going to have this awesome feature and it's going to have this feature and that feature. Don't forget it's going to be able to do this later on. And then once the game launched and you actually open the game, it was bare bones, bare minimum. Similar for Anthem as well. Anthem was lacking a lot. It didn't have the features that they said it would. It didn't have the storyline. It didn't have, what did Anthem have? I mean, it had a really fun gameplay. Like, guns were good. So I enjoyed that aspect of that. But just to let you guys know, just to let everyone know, it's nothing to be upset about. Be excited for it. They're going to be working on some huge things. I'm hoping that they bring some new things to the table for the gaming industry. I hope that they create new standards. I hope they create new paths. And they create new ideas for role-playing games as well. All right, CD Projekt Red. I doubt you're going to see this, but hey, keep up the hard work. Everyone is super excited. Your game is going to be Game of the Year, I'm hoping. Let's build a Game of the Year, please. CD Projekt Red. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. You can catch me live on mixer.com/TheDBSS. Live Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Live Thursday and Friday at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and Saturdays around 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time until about 7-ish. You can also catch us on Streamerology, of course, here at this lovely place, this wonderful channel. You can catch us live here doing our podcast every Monday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time as well. Come in, join the discussion. Let us know what your thoughts, what you're thinking, what you want to talk about. If you have any questions about games or just streaming in general, come let us know. All right, thanks, everyone. We'll catch you later.